Hello everyone, Josh first, back at it again, bringing you guys some more Black Clover Phantom Knights. And as promised in my last video, we talked about the defense capital ranking system that they just brought in, a little event that's going on for a little while. We will be doing Heath, Rill, and Rades. Now, Rades, a Wizard King, and Rill Wizard King is going to be very hard to do those manually. A lot of you might just take your one score and just stay with it. But we're not talking about those today anyways. We're gonna be sticking to Heath because he's the event that's going on right now. So we have a ranking available. You'll probably notice that, and you know, depending on how many of these you've cleared, you're gonna do each one of these at least one time to try and get your best score you possibly can. And we're gonna be showing you guys how to kind of perhaps increase your score. I'm not gonna be showing you all the hidden secrets in the world because I don't have that information. There's probably some really strong strats out there that I haven't even uncovered yet. But I will try to help you as best I can in giving you the right way to think about it, and then maybe you can get creative and come up with your own unique methods. So anyways, let's go ahead and show off the beginner one. We'll test the beginner. It's the easiest one. So when you go into any of these stages now for Heath, you're going to notice that there's a ranking big red button. And you can see rankings available 129 to 205. So it'd be February 5th, it looks like almost noon Japanese time, I believe. So we're going to click ranking. And then we have here, you'll see this list on the left side. You'll see your current rank. You'll see beginner, intermediate, expert, grand knight, and wizard king. That, of course, is all the different stages that you can fight of Heath. And you, of course, want to do every single one of them. Now, not all of you may be at wizard king level yet or even grand knight. But do all the ones that you possibly can to try and get your rank up as high as possible before the 5th ends. Now, there are two different types of rankings currently going on. You have your group rankings, which are, of course, divided by each individual stage, which I'm currently in first place on all of them, as you can see. I think it's just because I don't have anybody else in my group, I guess. I don't know. And then you have your total rankings, which is you and the entire player base on global. Currently, I'm chilling at rank 22. I might drop all the way down to rank 200 by sometime tomorrow. And these are going all the way up until the 5th. So who knows how far down I might drop, depending on how much, you know, people start maybe wailing out or improving their teams or learning strats from their friends or other players in the community. Who knows? So who knows? But right now I'm sitting at rank 22. My high rank was 10. I was in the top 10 briefly. But you'll notice a lot of people are using a Leo strat. They're all running Leo as their lead. Some of them are even running Mare Leona. But a majority of people are running either Mare Leona or Leo. I even see some black asses down here. Kaha, no, it's kind of interesting. But you can see here what a lot of people's running. They're running Leo. Leo is everywhere. A lot of people are running 5-star Leos too. Not too many 100 Leos, which is interesting. Someone's already got a full maxed out Salamander. Unbelievable. But the reason why people are running Leo is, I'll talk about that in a moment. But basically, you're probably wondering, how do people get these scores? What do these scores even mean? So if you go back to the group rankings, and you see here all the different stages, what it's doing is it's taking your best score from beginner, intermediate, expert, grand knight, and wizard king, and it's adding them all together, and then that'll give you your total ranking score. And of course, if you keep going back in and doing these individual stages on Heath to try and improve your score, your total score is going to go up, which of course will help move you up, you know, the total rankings. And there's also the check rewards, which right now, if you're first place in total rankings, you're getting a guaranteed 5-star ticket and all these other goodies. If you're wait, is that first to third? Looks like that's first. Yeah, first to third. 4th place to 10th place gets these rewards here: 11 summoning tickets, phantom sheets, Heath sheets, skip tickets. If you're in 11th place to, I believe, 50th, which is currently my rank that I'm hoping I can hold, you get 5 summon tickets, you get 85 Heath sheets, you get 6 phantom sheets, and 150 skip tickets. And then it just goes onward and onward and onward. So that's how that point system is working. Now, the group rankings, you're also getting ranked individually for your whatever group you're in per different stage, which also offer their own unique rewards. You can go to check rewards. You can see here, being first place in beginner, you're getting 180 black jewels, and then you can get 360. and then expert you can get 540, and then Grand Knight he goes up to 900, and then all the way up to Wizard King you're getting him a whopping 1800. And then other various rewards like Phantom Sheets, and you get a lot of Phantom Sheets, man. Like, god damn, this seems to be the best way to get a lot of jewels and Phantom Sheets at this point right now. So there's a lot of rewards to be had, guys, so definitely do this. Defend the capital rankings for sure. Don't skip out on this. Definitely do it. You know, just try to get the best score you can. But with all that said, now that you know how the whole system works, how do you get a pretty decent score? Well, let's go into the beginner stage. Alright, so this is kind of a team that I've been experimenting with. I'm still trying to work out. Just ignore my formation 2. I'm not even using that. I'm just completely ignoring formation 2. I'm sticking to formation 1 for the whole fight. Sapphire Pisces. The reason why I'm running that is because I am getting 1.4 on my rate on my red gems. So I'm just basically trying to spam my AOMs as much as possible, so I can keep using my crit rate up with Leo, and of course give that to my Asta. Now I'm running Demon Dweller Asta, and the reason why I'm running DD Asta, the 5-star, the free one they give you, is because his his Arcane Art has a very, very good AoE with a lot of good range, so he can clear out a lot of the minions behind Heath, and I can get a lot of points for one-shot kills. And you can see here the relics I'm running right now. I'm trying to run a lot of speed. If you see here, I'm running the Enchanted Scarf, which you can get from Vanessa 5-star from her relic shop. And then, you know, I'm just trying to build that up. So I'm kind of working on a second one right now, because what I'm really liking from that is not only, you know, giving myself damage immunity, which really isn't too big of a deal on the lower Heath stages, but I'm getting that raised speed XL permanent. And that's what I'm after. I'm trying to get as much speed as possible. Now, if some of you out there have like the shark formation, which I believe you can get from Kyoto or maybe Kano at 6-star, I don't remember. I think one of them two gives it to, if my memory serves me correctly. I might be incorrect there. But if you can get that formation gives you a 50% boost to speed. You could run that over AOM booster formations. But sadly, outside of that, I mean, really, what I could do here, let me see what I got. So let me just go through. We're looking for the fastest speed we can get. And honestly, I feel like the fastest one I have right now is Black Bull, which gives you like 1.2. I might have something a little bit faster. Let me see, because Black Bull gives you 1.2 on attack and speed, which isn't bad. Could run that if you don't want to spam AOMs. There's definitely a few different combos you can try here. Yeah, so they're all the ones that I currently have unlocked at the moment aren't really going to do the job. Now, if we go to Black Bull, though, we could do this if we want. We could get an additional 20% attack and also, of course, get an additional 20% speed instead of spamming AOMs, but then we're not going to be critting as often in the fight. So that's, you know, just one thing you can do. And another thing you want to look into is your total group power. You don't want it to be higher than the recommended, because then you're actually losing points. So you want to definitely try to keep that lower as possible, because you're going to get more points for that. So, you know, and you don't want to run so many units. You want to run enough units so you get a very quick time, because you'll find out when you're actually farming this event that your time that you take to clear the stage gives you way more points than actually keeping your group power lower. But what I want to do, and I'd hope for a lot of you to try to do, is to try to find a good balance of getting as low power as possible while also trying to get as fast as a time as you possibly can. Try and get a combination of those two things, and then you might be good to go. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. But Black Bull isn't a bad formation for this either, because like I said, you're getting that 20% speed. If you're running the Vanessa or any other kind of speed-based relics, which are very good with, you know, a lot of attack or whatever for your units, you know, that's just the way to go. And honestly, what I really could do here, I'm going to see if I can't try and improve my time slightly or try to get it close to my fastest on beginner here for you guys as a quick example, is I'm going to actually try and swap these over and just give myself more attack on my actual DD Asta for that AoE damage. Now, I thought about possibly even running Nozzle I might even swap DD Asta with Nozzle as well, because Nozzle's also a very solid unit you could run here at 5-star, because the lower stages is where a lot of you is going to be trying to focusing to get the most amount of points. Because when you get to like the Knight level and you get to Wizard King level, you're going to be slowing down a lot, because then you're going to be having to run your best possible teams you can. So you're not going to be able to squeeze out as much points as you can in the lower stages. So you definitely want to try to capitalize on the lower stages that are easier to beat and get the fastest times you possibly can, while also, utilizing, as limited amount of units that you need. A lot of things you want to definitely focus on. But Asta's Demon Dweller Sword Slash is just so good. And if I could get this a 6-star, boy, we'd be in business. But hey, it is what it is. But so that's Asta. But like I said, Nozzle is not a bad option. I don't know why I keep doing that. Characters. Who do we want to run here? Let me see. Let me just show you guys what Nozzle can do. Where is my Nozzle? Nozzle, Nozzle, Nozzle. Nozzle? Are you dead? Oh, there you are. Way to find him. Nozzle also has a very, very good arcane art as well. He also has multi-hits on his ability 1. His ability 2 raises his own attack, and then his ability 3 is a multi-hit, but I don't have him as 6-star. So he's another option I might try. Matter of fact, let's do a couple tests. We'll do one with Asta, and then we'll swap him out for Nozzle and see what we can do there. Now, what is good about the Black Bull formation, though, is we are getting that additional damage with our DD Asta because of the formation match. So that's also another argument you could make to run Black Bull over an AOM formation, such as Scarlet Dragonfly, for example, or Pisces that we were running earlier. So it really just depends what you want to do to tweak it. So you're going to be experimenting a lot, so don't worry, guys. You have until the 5th to try and get your best scores possible, so there is no real rush. Now we're going to kind of just let this go by itself and kind of see what kind of time we get. I want to, on beginner stages, you really want to try and beat it within like 30 seconds. That's the sweet spot for the beginner stage. Now, you can try to run like Dark Asta, Black Asta by himself. You could try to run him with Leo. You could try any kind of combinations you want, but you definitely want to try to run as low amount as units as possible. And preferably some good units with AoE. Look at that, we just cleared that in 30 seconds. That was actually slow for me. I think my fastest was like 22, 23 seconds, and my highest score was 6,500. As you can see, we just got 5689. That's not going to cut it. And you'll see here under the power score, we have power. My total team's power was 2,096. The recommended was 2,561. You can see I've done this 21 times. You get points for getting kills. You get other overkills when you're doing way more damage than they have an HP remaining, and one-shot kills also give you bonus points. And then, of course, your time bonus gives you a big multiplier. As you can see there, we're getting times 7.3 on our multiplier for our score. So you definitely want to make sure that you're doing this as fast as possible while also keeping your score as low as possible. We might even be able to improve this if I throw a third character in there, but the problem is we're going to be very careful that we don't go over the recommended power, because then we're going to be losing times 1 on the multiplier because of that. So as long as you keep that under the recommended, you're fine. So we have about 500 or so, I guess you could say 500 or so power that we could still squeeze out. Or we could perhaps take some relics off and throw in a third character and see if we can do it that way. So let's try and go in and do a different method. Let's go ahead and swap out Asta and actually go back to the, where is it at? Let's go back to the Pisces. Now, a lot of you might not have Pisces yet. Some of you might. If you don't, you could just run the Scarlet Dragonfly, which you get, I believe, from your grand mission, so it's not a big deal. Let me go ahead here to my characters. Let me swap out Asta. Let me throw in Nozzle now. Let's see what happens with Nozzle in a similar situation. Let's see if we can actually improve our score here. Because Nozzle has a very good, like I said, he has a very good skill set. A lot of multi-target hits. Very good. His arcane arts can be very helpful in a stage like Heath, where you have a lot of back row enemies that you want to try and clear out quick. So we're going to see what happens. And our AOM bar, of course, is going to go up very fast because we're running Pisces right now. All right, there you go. All right, so our Nozzle's at almost, the thing was like 75% on his arcane art. So he's kind of a lot slower than Asta. You can see here we're already at 34 seconds. We're already way over the time. So His gauge fills up a lot slower. Obviously, no formation match. Just not good there, guys. Not good there. So we got a way lower score. So you guys see what I mean about how the time bonuses are a big deal? We went from what, 30 seconds to 42 seconds, and we lost over 1,000 points, I believe. So yeah, you guys want to try and just find the right balance. You're going to do a lot of play testing, and some of you might discover some really good formations and strats, and I'd be more than pleased if you guys would share those with the community. Try to help everybody out. Obviously, you guys are going to be competitive. Some of you may not want to give out your information, your secrets that you discover. That's fair enough, but I'm a YouTuber. I'm here to make content, so I'm going to share with you guys anything that I find out, honestly. So we're going to try and do it one more time. We're going to try a different strategy. We're going to take Nozzle out of there because obviously Nozzle is just way too slow. He was not cutting it. He was not cutting it. Let's try something else. Let's try to go this time around. I'm trying to think. What do we want to do here? I know my Mario Leona is also a pretty good setup as well that you could do with her. You could throw her in here because she's, she got a lot of AoE as well, especially on her Icon art. So you could run her, and we can actually take out. Let's try to take out Leo and do another test here. We'll just run her with DD Asta this time around, and then we'll do one more actually where I do DD Asta with Magna, where they're both getting formation, the formation up for the bull formation. Formation match, rather. Where the hell am I losing my mind? Oh, there he is. I'm like, where's my boy? Who do we want to run as a leader? Actually, I might want to run Mario Leona as a leader, to be honest. Let me see. Let me see these leader skills again. So, we got consume, half of own. We could do that because it would make Asta use his, it would make Asta's go up, super quick. We're going to have to test that because that's definitely a good, that'd be, interesting, to be honest. That is interesting indeed. Okay, let me try that. Because I think Asta's leader skill was consume some of, yeah, that's just, yeah, so they're kind of doing the same thing, but I feel like hers is better. Because I feel like she's going to fill hers up probably a lot slower, in my opinion. So let me see here. We're going to have to do some tests with this. But so let's go ahead and make her the leader. Let's grab our DDS. So we're running 2 just 5 stars at this point. We're at 2100 power, so our power went up slightly. Go ahead and put her in the front, because obviously if her ability attack up and crit up if she's in front. And we'll keep it with the Pisces. We'll do that test, and then we'll do another one with the Black Bull formation, and then we'll finish it off with a Magna and Asta Black Bull formation. So we'll see what our scores kind of look like. We're just going to kind of compare here. And we definitely want to see, you can see here clearly that Asta's arcane art gauge fills up so much. Look at that. Look how quick that filled up. That's actually that's actually really clutch. Now, if we can kill him in less than 23 seconds, that'd be my new record. Oh, so close. So that's actually not a bad strat, because she filled his bar up like that. And since we're using an AOM formation, look at that. That's actually not too bad. If we could actually improve that time a little bit more, we would have had it. We would have had probably a new high score. So that is very, very good. So let's go back down in here and do this one more time. We're doing a lot of tests here, guys. This is a long video. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure everybody is caught up to speed on how this entire system works. So that is actually not a bad combo either. So you have the Leo formate. You have Leo as your leader that you could run with like 1 or 2 units, depending on what stage you're trying to clear to get the highest score possible. Just spamming that leader skill using like a Sapphire Pisces or a Scarlet Dragonfly formation, or you could try to run the Black Bull formation and get that 20% more speed, 20% more attack, obviously getting that crit damage to try and get those additional bonus points for overkills, basically. So, I mean, there's a lot of different, you know what I'm saying? There's just, just so much that you could play around with until you get the right recipe for success that you're looking for. And that's what I've been doing for the past couple hours. That's why it took so long to get these videos out. So we know now that combo actually works rather well, but it's about 8 seconds, 9 seconds slower than my Leo and Asta formation. And I think it's mostly just because of the pure absolute damage that we're doing. But that is definitely a really good way to get Asta using his ability quick. The only other thing that I want to test with this is using the Black Bull formation now. Now, using the Black Bull formation, obviously, I'm not going to be getting the high rate on the red gems to get my AOM leader skill going off as fast as I would. But the Black Bull formation is not too bad because it just goes down to 1. So we're losing about 40% on our rate, but we're gaining 20% speed and 20% damage. Plus, we're getting the formation match with our boy Asta. So Asta, I'm sorry. Some people were like going ape shit when I kept calling him Asta. I was like, Asta, I'm sorry. And I kept calling Nozzle, Nozzle when it's Nozel, so I'm sorry. I apologize. My pronunciation sometimes are a little off. I'm sorry. So let's see what this can do. Alright, so we're about to bust a cap on these mofos. Oh, it's going to be 23 seconds because this is going to one-shot. We're going to get a lot of bonus points for overkills. Alright, and it's 23 seconds. What did we get? This is going to be our new high score? It is. So there you guys go. We created a new strat for you guys right there. Right here in the video. There you go. And got a new high score. 6,872 points, guys. 23 seconds. Look at our base score at 824 because we had 134 points from overkill, 150 from one-shot kill, 40 from other, and 500 from kill. And our power was at 2181. And our recommended power, of course, was 2561. So we got a really good score there. Now, some of these runs also rely a little bit on RNG. You get those lucky crits. You're going to do a lot more damage to Heath, kill him a lot quicker, get to those back rows a lot sooner. So there's a lot of things that could happen as well to help increase your scores. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. This was a longer video. I do apologize, but I wanted to make sure you guys were all caught up to speed and knew how, knew how this entire new event worked and how to increase your scores to get those good rewards, guys. You can go in and summon on that new badass banner to get yourself a really good tank. So anyways, hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, tick notifications, join us in the Discord in the description below, and comment below what you guys think, and let me know if you guys enjoyed any of these strats, or if this helped you out, and I'll be glad to try and reply as many comments as I can, and, love as many comments as I can, as I tend to do. Anyways, I'm getting out of here. Have a good one. Peace.